Alright. Create some copies here. And we'll just swing in for a mild 14 right now. Okay. Oh man. What's up everybody, and welcome back to the Slayer's Den. Thank you guys again so much for joining me. Today we are playing a really cool, super janky Sultai Spirits deck, and I think you guys are gonna get a total kick out of this one because I'm super hyped to play this one for you guys. So when I say we're playing a Spirits deck, I'm using the term kind of loosely, but we are playing a really cool Spirit Lord here in Patrician Geist, which is a really cool card from Innistrad Midnight Hunt. This is a Spirit Knight. It's a 2/2 flying Spirit Lord. It says other spirits you control get +1/+1, and then spells you cast from your graveyard cost 1 colorless less to cast. So those are really cool abilities. They work in tandem with flashback, and if you have a ton of spirits, of course, you get them all a huge +1/+1 bump, which is kind of significant on a wide board. The other spirit we're using is one that's not often used when you think of a spirit deck, but this one is Spirit of the Aldergard. This is from Kaldheim. It's really cool. It's a 0/4 that allows you to search your library for a snow land, put it into your hand, and then Spirit of Aldergard gets +1/+0 for each other snow permanent you control. So this is great for ramping up if we're missing land drops. It's super important there as well, but more importantly, since we're playing all snow lands, basically it does get a huge strength buff, and even cooler, it does pair well with Patrician Geist. Now our third spirit in the deck is not an actual spirit, it's a shapeshifter, but it is the best shapeshifter. It's Orvar, the all form for 3 colorless and a blue. You guys have seen me use this card over and over again. It's so cool. Basically it allows you to copy a permanent of yours if you target it with an instant or sorcery spell. So that's really cool in tandem with Patrician Geist. Say we target it with an instant or sorcery of ours, we get to create another lord, further bumping up the rest of our spirits. And something that's really cool with Orvar is this new Innistrad card, Croaking Counterpart. For a colorless, a green, and a blue, you can create a token that's a copy of target non-frog creature, except it's a 1/1 green frog. So for 3 mana, we target one of our creatures. Let's say we target a Patrician Geist. We'll create a copy of it that's a frog, but not only that, we get a copy of the actual Patrician Geist from Orvar's ability. So we'll get 2 copies of Patrician Geist or whatever creature we target with Croaking Counterpart every time we play it and Orvar's out. So that's really cool. You can see how bonkers this gets on a huge board of spirits. Now to make things even crazier, we do have 3 copies of Skeletal Swarming, which gives our skeletons +X+0 trample, and then they have to attack each combat if able, and then also allows us to create a 1/1 black skeleton creature token at the beginning of our end step 2 if a creature died on that turn. So this is bonkers for a number of reasons in this deck, because we will be able to create a board full of skeletons as well as spirits, and then we've got this ultimate unifier of both in Maskwood Nexus, which gives every creature you control every creature type. So all of our skeletons will get the bump from Patrician Geist, and Patrician Geist and all of the rest of our creatures will get the bump in attack and trample from Skeletal Swarming. But yeah, that's the gist of this really cool Sultai Spirits deck. I hope you guys enjoyed this one as much as I enjoy playing it, because I am super duper hyped to play this one. I've been wanting to play a Spirits deck for a while, and this is about as close as I can think of to a actual playable Spirits deck. Can catch a lot of opponents off guard because of how quickly your board can just become huge creatures, and more importantly, it's super fun and janky, so you know we're gonna love it here. But yeah, thank you guys again so much for taking the time out of your day to check this video out. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoy this deck vid, and if you do, please remember to chop that like and subscribe button for me, because it does help my channel out a ton, and more importantly, it does allow me to grow the Slayer's Den community, which means the world to me, guys. So but yeah, let's get into some awesome gameplay. I hope you guys are hyped, because I'm super hyped, and without further ado, let's play some Magic the Gathering. EC. GG to EC. Alright guys, I think I'm right. Alright, we're gonna play an island first, that way we might be able to Fading Hope like a small creature here. We might not, also. Alright, play Prosperous, get some of that mana on the turn. Mana! Alright, so what's the opponent playing? Very interesting. Okay, so it's like land is continuing to be kind of an issue here. We're gonna go and play Prosperous number 2. Gain a bit of life. The opponent being on mono black so far makes me feel like Meathook's probably incoming. Poison the Cups is the only thing I can think of that they would necessarily... Oh, Skull Raid. Okay. Target opponent discards 2 cards. Alright, sure. Alright, so we're going to discard Croaking Counterpart, and let's drop the Orvar, actually, because if you discard Orvar, then you get to create a token copy of a permanent, which is super sick, actually. So we're going to copy this. Gives us an extra creature. So that's kind of nice. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to swing in. And I want to say let's just go and play out the Geist right here. Gain a little bit of life. Then I can just bounce it to my hand whenever, let's say, like Meathook comes down. Meathook for 2, please. Or the opponent could just make me discard some stuff. Okay, discard, sure. Opponent makes me discard the tempo cards. Gross. Alright. We're gonna copy this. And we're going to swing in. Now, unfortunately for us, Meathook will just blow us out here. But they only have enough to kill... Well, actually, no. Meathook for 2 still kills the Geist, because it gets rid of the... Oh, sweet. Sweet. Alright, let's make them think that we've got a spell in hand. That way, if they do have a lot of discard in hand, that would be great. I still feel like Sweeper's probably incoming. Ooh, a kicker deck. Very interesting. Okay. Let's go and play Croaking Counterpart. Oh, actually, it has to be a non-frog creature, huh? Alright, so we're just going to cancel this, actually. We're going to swing in with everything. Opponent could get a blocker in here. Either way. And I'll play the Forest. End the turn. That way, if they force me to discard Croaking Counterpart, I think I'm okay with that. Gelatinous Cube. Sweet. I actually get to copy the Gelatinous Cube, don't I? Okay, so what do I want to do here? Let's go and copy the cube. And we'll swing in with both of these. And I think we'll end the turn here. Okay, now if the opponent makes us discard, we get to... Ooh, okay. So opponent can take over something. Opponent doesn't make us discard something, though. Very interesting. Ooh, but now I can copy the Mind Flayer. It's kind of nice. Alright, let's go and do this. We'll create a token copy of Mind Flayer. Grab Gelatinous Cube here. And we'll do no tax. We'll end the turn. I now own a Gelatinous Cube. And if the opponent makes us discard something, could potentially have some craziness here. Alright, maybe not. I'm gonna play a Rimewood Falls, and... okay, we're gonna go next. I'm gonna go no attacks. We're gonna end the turn here. Oh man, this was a nail biter. I'm at such a high life total that it feels like I should win here, but it doesn't necessarily mean anything. Alright, so we can exile target non-ooze creature. Alright, we're going to discard Orvar, and I'm going to copy Gelatinous Cube, copy of target permanent. So I could copy Limrith, potentially, right? I could copy Mind Flayer, and I can gain control. Alright, we're going to copy Mind Flayer here. Gain control of Limrith. Auto pay. I'm gonna play second Limrith. Sweet. Okay. Let's go. Oh, you love to see it. You love to see it. Okay. The opponent actually has to block with their Limrith here. So this will be a good way to get rid of a Limrith, I think. And what else could we do here? If we swing in with here, they have to block with Limrith. And if they block here... Yeah, let's do this right here. And then Mind Flayer has to block cube, or just something else like that. That would be fine too. We get rid of a couple of creatures of theirs, and then we just end the turn here, and then if they force us to discard, then Orvar sits here. So Orvar is such a good, like, anti-discard kind of protection. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Alright, so we can, let's play Orvar. I think we can... Guess I have to pay 3? Sure. I'll pay 3. Then I'm going to... Okay. Oh man, that was so sick. That was so janky. Look at all the beautiful jankiness going on here. I had Orvar, Mind Flayer, Gelatinous Cube. Actually, it wouldn't be too bad to include something like Mind Flayer and Gelatinous Cube in here, except that it's kind of pricey. But that's not to say that it couldn't be good here. We could maybe jank it up and add. If you see in a next couple of in the next couple of matches, if you see the Mind Flayer or Gelatinous Cube, I decided to throw that in here, but I'm probably going to keep it as is for now, just to show you kind of a baseline of how the deck performs. So basically how we would have won here is we would have just baiting hoped the Mind Flayer and just swung in for lethal, I think. Let me see, that's 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we would have got in for lethal here. But yeah, pretty sick. Pretty sick. GG to EC. The reason to keep is because we do have a very varied mana base here to help us kind of start along this path that we want. So I guess we'll keep it and play a Rimewood Falls against Ancient Curd Ape. Typhoid Rats. Okay, sweet. We're gonna play this as a black source, and we'll just pass the turn. Okay. Sure. Do we let them take this from us, or do we discard the Croaking Counterpart? Let's go and discard the Croaking Counterpart, actually. That way we really get to keep it. Play this, and let's go and just create a copy of one of these bad boys, right? It's just a blocker anyway. I forgot that it had to be party members, but we'll get a blocker for something here. Alright, so what do we actually want to discard here is a big question. So we can get rid of an Orvar to copy, I think, a land. Let me see. To create a copy of target permanent. Sweet. Okay, so we get a land, and we can also discard the spirit, I think. And sure, I'll copy a Darkbore Pathway. And I'll take 1. Alright, so what else do we want to do here? We can Binding the Old Gods. And I'll drop, I guess I'll get rid of the rat, just because if I do create a creature that wants to swing in and it's on the ground, then that might be nice. Okay, so what is the opponent playing? A lot of value cards here. Okie dokie. Sketty-okie. Alright, let's put in a regular Old Forest. Play Faceless Haven, and I guess we could probably just Meathook for 3 here. Hold up. We could also Croaking Counterpart the Scavenger. They give us a blocker for Scavenger, right? Sure. Okay, we're gonna do it. We're going to do it. And then if they create something huge or something like that, that would be pretty sweet. Then I get to copy. Sure. That is absolutely unfortunate, but don't think that there's anything we can do about that anyway. So I'm gonna play this, and I guess I'm also going to create a copy of Turgid. And I'm just going to try to protect said Turgid. Oh, it does not have any forests, I don't believe, so I think we're safe there. And I will gladly take 4 here. I have a legendary frog now, guys. It's pretty sick. I'm going to swing in, I think. Swing in for 5. And I'm just going to end the turn. Take action. Action Jackson. We'll just take turns binding the old gods each other. Oh, man. Opponent. What does the opponent got? They could, well, they're not gonna play Blood on the Snow, I don't think. Alright, so discards 2, and what else? Return target creature with mana value 2 or less. Okay, so do we want any of these? I don't think so. I don't think so. Alright, we're going to bring in a Woodland Chasm. Play Patrician Geist here. I'm also going to copy said Patrician Geist. And we're going to swing in for 1. We got Menace. We'll swing in. Mind Flare. Nice. Okay. Okay. We'll do no blocks. Okie dokie. Sketty-okie. Alright, then we're going to Faceless Haven. Swing in. Takes 5. Take 5, everybody. And then, sure. End the turn. This will allow me to reactivate Faceless Haven if necessary. Do it. Do it. Alright, let's go ahead and activate Faceless Haven here. Lock here. One says GG. Let's go. Oh man, that was pretty sick. Man, Mind Flayer is looking really good. Like, should we just go and put a Mind Flayer in our deck, because being able to copy Mind Flayer seems super saucy. So we'll see. We'll see what this looks like. Okay, sure. We'll hold on to this one. We don't have any blue, which is a bit concerning. But if we can get that 4th land, Spirit of Aldergard can get us an island. And there's land 4, so that's pretty good. Play this as a green source as well. I'll take 1. Take 1, everybody. And then opponent's probably holding Dispute. Or maybe not. They just Foretell. Sweet. We're gonna play a Swamp, and we still cannot do anything. Take 1, everybody. Opponent's like, why isn't this guy doing anything? Alright, so we're gonna play Spirit of Aldergard here, and that'll give us a chance to pull out the blue mana that we desperately need. Go grab a Snow-Covered Island. And Poison the Cup may be in hand. Of course, of course. Opponent scries 2 to the bottom. Oh, sure. Oh, sure. We're gonna play this, and I guess we'll play our first Patrician Geist? Question mark? Sure, I'll play the first Patrician Geist here. This is likely gonna be removed, but I think we just kind of have to see how this all goes, right? Opponent's just gonna be swinging in with Shambling Ghast every turn. Might as well put up a blocker for him. Might as well. Okie dokie. Grim Wanderer. Ooh. Okay. What else the opponent's got? So they have Poison the Cup as a removal spell. Let's see what else they have here. Alright, we're gonna do no blocks. Get them to use their removal. You're gonna have to use your removal. And what else can we do? We could play another... Damn you, Rimrock Knight! You're back! Eldraine already rotated out. Okay. Oh, Rimrock Knight. Okay. So let's play this and... Ugh. I just want to go next here on the turn. Guess I could just bounce Grim Wanderer, really. Let's go and bounce the Grim Wanderer. Okay. Sure, yeah. Actually, this gets us to another land that we want. Take the 2. Take a saucy 2. Deadly Dispute. And then they can play the creature Ryu again, which is fine by me. I guess luckily there's only 4 Deadly Disputes in the deck, at most. Meathook Massacre is definitely a thing though, still. Ooh, okay, let's go and discard a card. I'm going to discard Orvar. I'm going to create a copy of Elderfang Disciple. Could have done an island, which might have been smart here. So if the opponent has a sack outlet. What do you discard? A land. Okay, so they might be flooded, which is pretty good for us. Okay, so let's go ahead and Spirit of Aldergard here. Grab another island. And I'm also going to Croaking Counterpart, Elderfang Disciple. See if we can get to discard a little bit more. A bit here and a bit there. I could have just done another Spirit of Aldergard too, which could have been good, but maybe not. Sweet. Look at us go. Alright. And we're going to do no attacks. I'm just going to hold up these blockers. These beautiful, beautiful blockers. Beautiful, beautifuls. Alright, so let's go ahead and block here, and we'll block here, sure. Look at us go. Alright, I'm gonna play Orvar. I like that opponent's playing Hostile though. Props to them for that. We're just gonna go next. We're gonna end the turn. We'll hold up Fading Hope. Kind of important here. Kind of important. Go block here. Fading Hope that. Don't need another land right now, but thank you anyway. Grim Wanderer. Sweet. Okay, so first thing I want to do is Binding the Old Gods, get rid of that. And we're also going to play Patrician Geist to bump up our Orvar, and do we swing in? Do we dare swing in? I think we could swing in here, or we just do no attacks actually. We do no attacks. What we can do is we can Croaking Counterpart our Patrician Geist. Could be saucy. I like Ghoulish Procession. Actually, I think I have a deck that's kind of built around it. It is heavily dependent on you getting rid of your creatures, of course, but no, it is what it is. It is what it is. Also grab some lands. Land ho. Sweet. Alright, we'll grab one of these bad boys. Do I dare copy this? Let me see. Okay, I have the option to copy this or swing in with a big ol'... Alright, we'll copy it actually. Swing in with these two. That's 10 damage. 10 damage, if you will. Some big damage there. Big damage. Alright. Opponent's down to 7. We are now tied at 7 life, which is pretty sick. But a removal spell here, a big creature here could definitely shift. A sweeper here could shift the game. I'm in an advantage though with a sweeper because I do still have Faceless Haven to swing in with. I have a little bit of a game plan going on here. All right, sure. Sure. I'm just gonna die next turn though, actually. Yeah, because I do have 9 in the air. Huh. Okay. Yep. GG. Okay. Oh man. That's a GG. take a look at their opponent's deck. Mono black value. Let me see. A lot of removal. Wow, that's a ton of removal. This is almost all reactive deck. It kind of goes to show you why you can't just play this most of the time, because, you know, if the opponent has enough threats, they can outpace you. They had Poison the Cups, so probably like 4 ofs, Infernal Grass, maybe 4 ofs, Flunks, and Bloodchiefster. So that's 16 single target removal spells just there alone. And then you've got some discard and Elder Fang. Yeah, it's kind of a flimsy game plan. It can work, especially with cards like Ghoulish Procession, where you create a ton of value, but overall, it's kind of hard to maintain if I can just keep pumping out threats, right? So, GG, opponents. My Pantaloons. Okay, we're going first, which is nice. We've got 2 tap lands that could lead us to Fading Hope, Bard. At this point, I'm really hoping for just land drops aplenty. Fading Hope could help me scry into that 3rd land, but I'm not seeing. Well, I have all these awesome cards here. I'm debating on whether it's too greedy. We'll go and keep it. Let's just see how the cookie crumbles, right? See how the cookie crumbles indeed. All right. So far, not great, guys. Not great at all. We'll be able to Fading Hope. Let's say a creature like a goblin. Okay. Well, fuck me. Oh man, kept a greedy hand. Oh Slay, always keeping it so greedy. Okay, so those are definitely the double spells here. We're gonna go next, and I'm gonna discard a. Do I dare discard a Spirit of Aldergard here? I think we discard the Spirit of Aldergard here, because I'm never going to be able to cast it, apparently. Alright. This is the start of our game plan here, guys. Opponent maybe has some, either the spell that doubles up on spells, or like Demon Bolts or something like that. Either way, we're at land 3, which is, I think it's good enough for me right now. There's land number 4. And I think we're just going to go next. We're going to go next, we're going to end the turn, and the next turn we'll Spirit of Aldergard for another land. Be sweet. Opponent is just chilling right here. A lot of reactive decks, and the reason why there's a lot of reactive decks is because there's so much aggro going on right now. So what do we need here? We've got black, blue. Let's get some more green mana here. I'm gonna grab a Rimewood Falls, and yeah, I'm just gonna end the turn. We might even be able to protect our Spirit of Aldergard here. Okay. Let's go ahead and swing in. Swing in for 4. Let's go ahead and okay, we bounce that. So they don't get to scry, which is nice, and then we can go on Skeletal Swarming here. And I'm like, well, fuck you. Woo-hoo-hoo. So we'll be creating tokens aplenty. The name is Tokens O'Plenty. Pantaloon. Opponent is now scrounging for answers. They have Divide by 0 likely in the deck, so that could still bump up Skeletal Swarming, but that would mean them playing an island, bouncing, and then just letting me going and play Skeletal Swarming again. So I think either way, I'm okay with that. Alright, so next thing we want to do is create some value, I think. So let's go ahead and Orvar here. Go and swing in. Okay, sure. And we'll end the turn. Create some more skeletons. Burning down the house could be a thing right here. Do I want that though? Okay. Is it worth it to bounce this? I think we're gonna cancel here. Okay, sure. Do what you gotta do. I'm just looking for some lands. One of them goes into his hand, and then the land goes into exile. There's a burn spell, which is nice. Okay, so it's good I saved Guard Approach for Orvar here. Gonna do this. Then maybe we can draw like a Demon Bolt or something. No Demon Bolt? Okay. Gross. I hate to see it. Okay, so we're lands plenty getting milled there. Wow, that was in 6 cards. That was 5 lands. That's so sad. That makes me quite unhappy. All right, what shall we do now? What shall we do now, indeed? All right. Create some copies here. Then we'll just swing in for a mild 14 right now. Okay. Oh man, this game is like where we are spoiled with choice basically, because we could have done so many things there. Maskwood Nexus would have turned all of our stuff into, you know, skeletons and or spirits, so it would have just been a huge board full of huge creatures doing huge and terrible things to the opponents. But yeah, GG Pantaloons. Timder Magic Master. Let's go. All right, let's make this a good one. We could keep this one. If we keep this one, we're in line for like a nice saucy Meathook Massacre. We've got Spirit of the Aldergard. We can copy Spirit of the Aldergard, so we'll keep it. I'll admit, I feel like most of my wins were from when I went first. So going first, being on the play rather than the draw is usually very successful. I feel like with a deck like this, where you've got a lot of like heavy casting cost creatures, it does pay off to probably go first most of the time. So luckily for us, Meathook can definitely help. We can destroy Cleric's Class if we want to, which could be pretty saucy. What is on their ramp game? Heavy ramp game going on. Let's go. Alright, so play this, and I think we'll still just go next. Then we'll have the island to give us a turn 4 binding. Let's see what the opponent plays. Quandrix Cultivator. Damn, that's a lot of ramp. That is a lot of ramp going on. An embarrassing amount of ramp. Perhaps too embarrassing. Simic Ramp is powerful, though. I mean, they are at 6 lands by turn 4, which is pretty disgusting, if I do say so myself. Okay, so what do we want to do here? I think let's play our first Spirit of the Aldergard. That gets us some mana, some manas that we like, and we'll go and grab a Rimewood Falls, sure. Okay, so this Simic tends to play Bounce as their way of interacting with opponents. So Divide by 0 is a thing, Fading Hope is a thing, which means our Spirit of the Aldergard's probably not long for this world. Coma is definitely a kind of a nice end game. Alright, so we're gonna play we'll play Rimewood Falls, and then we'll play second Spirit of the Aldergard here. We'll just keep grabbing lands as needed. I'll grab another snow-covered forest. And I guess we could swing in. Let's go and swing in. Like, I honestly see Fading Hope being in here, but, you know. Do you, boo-boo. Fading Hope away. Okay, so I'll drop that. Opponent just got mana plenty now. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on a creature. Sure. What's the opponent got going on? Oh, sweet. Okay. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and Meathook for 2, I guess. Swing in. Let's go. Well, this is a landfall deck, which is cool. So much respect. I love Skewed Swarm. I think Skewed Swarm is definitely like one of my favorite cards. It was so fun when Mutate was still around, being able to copy the Mutate creature like over and over again. Okay, so I can see the opponent bringing back Skewed Swarm here, but I feel like we can handle that. Ancient Green Warden. Okay. Sweet. You got it. You got it. Okay. how are we going to handle this? It's going to be pretty tricky. Tricky. Okay, so first things first, what is our biggest threat to our game? We're going to play this. This will leave us with 3 mana to croak. Okay, so yeah, this is what we're going to do. We're going to destroy this, right? Then we're going to Croaking Counterpart this. Grab a Faceless Haven. And we're going to do no attacks. But now we get to block up on Ancient Green Warden. Opponent doesn't quite yet get to bring back something. But now I get a pretty healthy swing on the opponent, so that's pretty nice. Grab another forest here. Play this. I'm going to play an Orvar now. Okay. Sure. A swing in for 9. Okie dokie. Sketty-okie. And let's go and play. Do we play our Maskwood here? Do we play our Maskwood here? Yeah, what did they bring back though? They bring back Skeletal Swarm, then I will need a way to interact with that, but I feel like I can still recover with 1 Skeletal Swarm and like a land, because they won't be able to pop off quite yet. Although they could have a like a spell that does allow them to pop off, so we're gonna see. But we shall see. Okay. Very sweet. But also gross. Okay. But we have some money moves to make here. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to play Prosperous Innkeeper. We're going to swing in with this, because we can't copy that anymore. So I'm more than happy to trade off with the Skewt. We're going to Croaking Counterpart the Skewt Swarm, play a land. Then we're going to also Croaking Counterpart one more time. Let's try this out. Okay, see how this goes. So we do have giant Skewts. We're keeping it skewed up in here. But we might be able to outpace them, which will be nice. If we can get our Skeletal Swarming here, we should be good. Skeletal Swarming should be GG. Or actually, Patrician Geist is actually pretty sick as well. Alright, so let's go Patrician Geist. Let's go and copy... Well, hold on. Can I not copy Patrician Geist here? Oh, shit. I can't Croaking Counterpart my own shit anymore, now that I have Nexus out. Okay, so let's go ahead and swing in. Actually, no. Do we swing in? Shit. Alright, we're going to do no attacks. And I think what I'm going to do is just end the turn here. Damn it. Okay. Ugh. This could get out of our hands really quickly then. We need Skeletal Swarming. Skeletal Swarming is the thing that's probably going to take care of us here. That's fine. It's fine. Meathook could also save us a great deal. Okay. Going to block here. Sure. That was weird. Alright, so let's go ahead and create some tokens. Do we copy a Skewt or an Angel token to block? Oh man, some definite tough choices here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and Croaking Counterpart the Skewt Swarm here. And we'll just go next. We'll We'll do no attacks, end the turn, and at this point we are hoping to top deck Skeletal Swarming. A Skeletal Swarming is like 100% GG. So we need to get the Skeletal Swarming ASAP. Skeletal Swarming or Meathook is actually still fine. Because Meathook, what Meathook does is we can clear the board, we can reset, and I think I'm fine with that. Okay, we take 4. Gonna activate this. Come on, Skeletal Swarming. Skeletal Swarming would be so epic here. So freaking epic. Imagine getting a Skeletal Swarm, guys. Am I right? I think I'm right. Okay, we're gonna gain some life. Put some lands down. Okay. Going in for the alpha swing here. Yoki dokie. Sketty-okie. Okay, so this is 4 times 3, that's 12, plus 8, that's 20. Okay. It's down to 13. Gain some life, and we're gonna end the turn. See if the opponent can do more than I can do moving forward. Okay. Shouldn't be a good game. Oh, it is. Wow. Holy moly. That was crazy. That was absolutely insane. Okay, yeah, the opponent, I guess, couldn't do much there, huh? Because they had already used Cleric's Class to bring back Skew Swarm. Oh, okay, shit. Wow. Alright, GG then. Dang, that was super clutch, because what I was going to do is I was going to EOT, create a token, which would have became a 3/3, and then I Faceless Haven, swing in. Yeah, that was definitely more than lethal right there, and I would have been more than enough alive right there. So wow, GG, that was really good. That was excellent. Yeah, that was fun. That was a good showcase for the deck. I think I'll end here today. We couldn't get like the turbo Skeletal Swarming victory, but I feel like you guys get the gist. If I had top decked a Skeletal Swarming, that would have been so over so fast. But yeah, this seems like the perfect place to end today's video, so I'll get into the deck wrap up right now. Alright folks, this is like the perfect place to end today's video, and dang, I had such a blast playing this one. Just ultra janky goodness as always here in the Slayer's Den, and this card was super fun to play with. I think Patrician Geist and Croaking Counterpart are so good together, not only because Croaking Counterpart copies Patrician Geist to bump up your other spirits, but also because of Patrician Geist's ability of making spells from your graveyard cost less to cast, so we can actually create another token with Croaking Counterpart for a little bit cheaper. So there's some definitely good synergies there. I think Orvar is one of the coolest cards in general, being able to copy your permanents by targeting them with Fading Hope, or you see a guard approach, and even cooler with Croaking Counterpart getting to double up on those copies is just so bonkers. Something that I forgot about Orvar is that whenever a spell or ability an opponent controls causes you to discard Orvar, you can actually just create a copy of another permanent. So this is really cool. It's really handy. You know, a lot of black decks are running some kind of discard, so this is a really cool secondary ability of Orvar. It's just a really fun card overall. But yeah, that's the whole deck. I hope you guys enjoyed this spooky spirits deck as much as I enjoyed playing it. And if you did, please remember to chop that like and subscribe button for me, because it does help my channel out a ton, and more importantly, it allows me to grow the Slayer's Den community, which means the world to me, guys. So thank you all so much for your continued support. I really appreciate you all. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Thank you guys so much for checking out the video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to smash that like button below, and to help you stay up to date with my upcoming videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. Thanks again, have a great day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Slayers.